Hi, Editing Autumn here. So, quick thing before we start the video. I just want to go ahead and apologize for how many times I will be saying throughout the video, I picked up. So what I want you to do, go ahead, pause the video, go grab a drink, and you can make a drinking game out of it if that's something that you're interested in. Don't choose hard alcohol because you'll make yourself very sick. Before every single product I say I picked up. Also, it's very apparent to me that I'm boring. I was trying to be quiet because there were other people in the house, and I get really nervous still when there's other people in the house, and it's awkward. So sorry about that. But the purpose of the video was so that I could show you guys what I got over the last couple of months, and then if you guys are curious about any of those products, you guys could ask about them, and then I could do dedicated videos or reviews just talking about the products. So again, that's pretty much what it's for. So if you're curious about any of the products, let me know. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye. Or not bye-bye, but like on to the video. Hey everyone, it's Autumn. Today I wanted to do a video showing you all of my recent purchases, and by recent, I would just say seasonal. We're going to use the word recent loosely, but I want to start off by showing you everything that I purchased this last week, maybe week and a half, using my Ulta points. So I just want to go through quickly talking about that whole process really quick. And so I have been saving up my Ulta points for a very long time. And I had over 6,000 accumulated, and I think it was like $381 worth of product that I could just get for free. And when this whole lockdown thing started, I actually had gotten sick, and I was ordering a ton of stuff online, and then my husband was like, stop ordering stuff. So you'll see quite a bit of that here that I ordered. And then so I didn't order anything for close to a month, and then my birthday is this week, and I decided, you know what, I want to treat myself, but I don't want to spend money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those Ulta points, and I'm going to treat myself and get a couple of things without spending any money. So what it ended up happening was I tried to place my order on the Ulta website, and it wouldn't allow me to just do one full-on order using all my points. Apparently they max you out at 4,000 points on the Ulta website, and I even tried to do 4,000. It wouldn't let me do that, so I had to call customer service. And he suggested that since the points kind of max out at 2,000 anyway, because I'm sure you're familiar with Ulta points, to where the more points you accumulate, the more they become worth, or the more they're worth, I guess. I'll put a thing on the screen to where you have an idea of what I'm talking about. But 2,000 points, they max out. So I did it in increments of like $125 orders, because that's 2,000 points. So I did 3 of those, and I only had to end up paying a little bit over $2 for each order. So it was taking forever to process because pretty much all of Ulta's business now has gone to online business. So it was taking quite a long time, and then all of a sudden one of the items that I had purchased had gone out of stock. So instead of just saying, hey, it's out of stock, we'll ship it to you when it comes back in stock, they canceled it, but then they did not refund me the points. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with that. I'm going to have to contact customer service. It's going to be a whole thing. But I'm going to show you all of the items that I got for free first, and then I'm going to go through and show you all of the other items that I purchased prior to that. For me, the past several months, there were things that I wanted to focus on, such as like complexion products. I haven't really been into eyeshadows recently, probably because you can only buy so many brown eyeshadows, and I don't wear a lot of color. So you're just gonna mostly see a ton of complexion products, and I did buy some perfumes as well that I'm gonna show you. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so I have my basket here of these items that I just got this week. So I wanna start off by showing you this, and it's this new product from Becca, and I'm thinking that, I don't know, a lot of websites, they've kind of discontinued their shimmering skin perfectors in like these sorts of containers, or at least some of the colors, I'm not sure. But they've come out with a whole new line of these, and these are the Becca Ignite, and it's the Liquified Light Highlighter. And the colors seemed very interesting on these. And I got the limited edition shade, which is called Love. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that. There you go. And so I got that shade. And they have other shades, but I didn't realize when I got it how glittery these would be. So I thought they would be like these shades, but like not super glittery. So I'm gonna show you here. And you can like see in the bottle that that is very glittery. But the shade is pretty. I was hoping it would be a little bit more refined like the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, but then just have that dimension in them like these have. But these have quite a bit of glitter, and you can actually feel the glitter too. Yeah, like that is glittery. So I'm not sure, yeah, how that's gonna go over for me because I'm not like really a glitter person. So I'm hoping that it looks better like once on the face or the body or whatever. But that was disappointing. But these glitters, it has like blue and gold. And I see like maybe some like pink glitter in here. And in a white base. And it has more of a gel formula. So I don't know. So yeah, so we'll see. And it has a smell that reminds me, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but Victoria's Secret used to have a gel consistency thing. It was like called, I don't know, it was called like Supermodel in a Bottle, like Supermodel Skin. It was in a black tube, and it was like a clear translucent sort of gel that you put on your skin just to give your skin a glow, but it smells just like that stuff. So I got a couple of foundation items, and I bought the same shade, but I got it in the Dewy Smooth and the Matte Poreless. And I don't know how well you can see. These are shade 110 Porcelain. And again, this one right here is way lighter than this one. Like one almost looks like it would be too dark for me. Yeah, over here you can kind of tell. Like the shades are like way different. Like I don't understand. It's the same shade though. So I don't know. I'm actually wearing the matte one, which is the lighter one, on my face right now. And then I just prepped my skin under it. And I mean, it doesn't look matte because clearly my face is prepped. I have an oil on underneath it. So that might have to be the way to go. But I bought the lightest shade because the only shade that they had in that before that had a bit of an olive tone was 220 Natural Beige. And again, same shade, but they look different. And again, the Matte Poreless looks lighter than the Dewy one. And so I got those to lighten these so that I could kind of keep that olive tone in there. But again, even the porcelain shade doesn't really look light enough. And again, I'm not that light, so I don't know what's up with those. All right, and then I got some things from MAC. And I got the MAC NW13. And on here, NW generally is a cooler tone for them. But it said it was neutral, but it's definitely kind of pinky toned, at least compared to this. I don't know why I keep looking at that monitor, because then when I go to edit, it's never, but this was pretty pink when I tried doing it. I'm gonna have to correct it with concealers. But again, I got it because in another one of my Ulta hauls recently, and I guess I'll just show you now, I got NC20, which was a warmer one. And I got this to kind of correct it because I liked the consistency of it, but this was the tone I needed, but so I have to play around. But again, this is still kind of, I don't know. We'll have to play around with it, but so I had gotten that. So, and that's the thing is I'm really hard to match. So I always have to buy multiple things like that. But the other thing I got from MAC was the Pro Longwear Concealer, and I got it in the shade NC15. And again, then it seems to be like super light. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll have to use these in a video. Tell me what you guys want to see. They gave me free gifts with purchase with the MAC products, by the way. So I got this free little lipstick in Velvet Teddy. And it's a matte. And I don't know if this is a shade. I might end up using that shade. So it's a warmer sort of nude. So I might end up using that. But then also, I have no idea what this canister is even for. This was a free gift with purchase. It's a canister, it has nothing in it. What would anybody even use this for? Like maybe travel brushes? I have no idea, but it came with nothing in it. So bizarre. So I picked up these NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. And again, these were in different orders because I had to move everything around to get like exactly around $125 on each order. Like I'll show you how the order breakdowns on screen at some point. But anyway, I got this High Glass Face Primer by NYX because I had put in on their glass skin. I wanted some like glass skin effect items because I'm just loving like that dewy, like fresh skin effect. So I had put that in, and this is a primer that kind of has like that, there you go, effect. And then I got this, which is a finishing powder, but it reminds me of like a golden effect because it kind of seems kind of golden a little bit. You can put it all over, but it's just a very finely milled sort of like highlight. Like you can kind of see it there. So I would probably use this more as a highlighter. I don't know that I would use this all over my face unless I used it just a little bit. So I got both of those. Another MAC product I picked up was this powder blush in Melba. I had been wanting to try it forever. It's been on my list. And it's a matte, but I think they call it like one of their sheer tone mattes. And it's right here. It's very pretty. I also picked up the Tarte CC under eye thing. As soon as I got it and I went to open it, because it's kind of hard to open, I dug my finger in it, but it doesn't really have a smell. Everybody like raved about this thing. I didn't expect it to be as creamy and as soft as it is. It's super, super soft. But I'm excited to try that out a little bit more. I picked up this lip liner by LA Girl, and it was super cheap. It's just in the shade Flesh. And I don't like the texture. It's a super hard lip liner, but there it is. I also picked up this L'Oreal True Match Lumi bronzer. I've had this bronzer before. I love the bronzer, but the issue with it is the packaging. This part of the clasp right here breaks. It's just super weak for the packaging. There's like so much product in it. There's 11 grams of product here, and then the packaging just doesn't last. But I went ahead and I picked it up again. I got this Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil Free. I picked up the shade 2W2 Nude. And then here it is on this hand. That actually seems like a pretty good match for me. So we'll see. It's hard to tell. It seems a little bit deep on my hand, but it's so sheer that I think it might just add a little bit of color. Yeah, you can kind of see there. I got some Nudestix items. So I got a couple of Nudestix items in this order, and then my previous order right before this one, I had picked up some Nudestix items as well. So I'll show you that right after I show you the stuff that I used my points for. But I got this, which is their Tinted Blur in Light 2. This shade actually seems really good for me. And it's kind of like their foundation sort of stick, and that actually is a really good shade for me. All their stuff comes in these tins, which I find to be kind of wasteful. And then I got like a gift with purchase that came with the shade Poppy Girl, this Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Purity, and a lip gloss. I don't know what shade this is in Nude 04. My Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade had dried out. I actually have it in my empties right now. I saved some of my empties. I don't know if an empties video is something that I'm gonna be doing, but I, saved it. But I did get a new one of those. And then I picked up this Infallible eyeliner in like a nude shade. I used to do the nude thing to look more awake. and I thought maybe I would try it again. And I got this NARS Orgasm liquid blush. So I have the NARS Orgasm in the powder blush, and for whatever reason I just didn't think that looked right on me, so I thought maybe I would try it in the liquid blush form and see if that looks any better. I have it, I have one of these in a darker shade, and so we'll just see. And then the last thing I got using my points was this by Nexus, and it's the Clean and Pure scalp scrub. I had a different scalp scrub in my shower that I'd been using, and I'd really been enjoying it. And sometimes my daughter also isn't good about rinsing everything out of her hair when she's in there, and so a scalp scrub is something really good for her to use as well. So that's all that stuff, and so I'm gonna put this away, and then I will get into the next round of stuff to show you guys. All right, so now we're gonna talk about the obscene amount of complexion products that I've been purchasing. So again, I mentioned in a previous video that I've been searching for products to kind of fit my complexion because I am a hard one to match. So I have gone like pretty much crazy just looking for foundations and stuff to match me perfectly. Things either go orange on me or pink, or they're just way too yellow because I have a slight olive undertone, and so things just are never quite right. So I've just been on the hunt. So I went a little bit nuts, but I do want to show you the other things that I got from Nudestix before I get really into it. So I did get Salty Siren in Bondi Bay along with the Tinted Cover Foundation in a previous order from Ulta. And then we'll go ahead and jump in. And I think I might do a full face using Nudestix products, or do a video kind of like that. I did try to film a video or first impressions using this. I didn't really like it. So I'm sure if anybody else films videos, they get into that to where they're not really liking it. They don't, I don't know. Like, so right now there's people in my house and I'm trying to be like quiet, and I can already tell that I'm going to hate myself when I go to edit this. So, all right. So the other complexion products I picked up was this. It was the Revlon Candid Glow, because again, I like a glowy sort of foundation. And so I got that. I picked this up, and I got it in 2 shades because I wasn't sure what to get, but this one ended up being the correct shade, and this is the Dream Radiant Liquid by Maybelline. And again, I haven't really tried most of these. I got these 2 Neutrogena products. I got the Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and this is from their new Healthy Skin line, and they also have the Radiant Cream Concealer, which is like, the name is like a knock on the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. However, I also picked this up because it was in similar packaging to this, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But this had been around for a while, and this was new. However, I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients are exactly the same. This has been repackaged into this, and they're playing it off like it's a new thing. It's not, but okay. So I pretty much bought the same thing twice, not realizing it, but it's the exact same product. So in case you're curious, Neutrogena just repackaged their same stuff and then remarketed it and didn't tell anybody. Revlon Color Stay in the shade Buff. This is like an old classic, but again, I was watching a video, I always forget her name, I'll put it across, it's Alexandra something. But again, she was talking about this being good for olive complexions, and I remember I used to use the shade Buff from them a long time ago, and it seemed to be a good match when they used to have a foundation in a pot. If you guys can remember, when it had a black lid and it was in a pot, it was like a moussey sort of consistency by Revlon, like when YouTube like first blew up like a long time ago. But anyway, and then I picked up this new shade by L'Oreal True Match in W2.5 Vanilla, which seemed to be a better shade for me. Almay came out with, well, they might have had this for a while, but this is their Skin Perfecting Comfort Matte Foundation. And again, that looked like a good shade match for me. And I got the shade 110 Neutral Buff. NYX has a foundation called Born to Glow. I picked that up to try out. L'Oreal has this, and it's their Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with sunscreen, SPF 50. And the shade actually looked good. It's Ivory 10, but it didn't look too pink in the thing, but let me squeeze some out. Yeah, it doesn't look too pink. It actually looks like a good shade match for me. So that's exciting. Then I got this by Estee Lauder. So this is their Futurist Hydra Rescue, and I actually filmed several days of a review on this. I was gonna do like the whole, like, you know, applying it in the morning different ways and then going throughout the day and then do check-ins. And this was before the whole lockdown, and this is when this first launched. I was like, and it said new on the website and all that stuff. Like, I bought it like the day it launched. And I was hoping for wonderful things from this. Unfortunately, this saying that it's supposed to be a Hydra Rescue moisturizing makeup made my skin look like the driest skin in all the land up close. If you were looking at my skin from far away, it actually probably looked similar to what it does now, like with a nice healthy sheen. But if you were to come up really close, it looked super cracky. I'll probably insert like some super close-up footage here. It looked awful. If you want like a full-on review on this, let me know and I'll do it. But like, I got so discouraged with this. Like, I pretty much gave up on life. So there's that. I also picked this up. I picked up a couple things from this line, and I guess I'll get into that when I start talking about like cheek products. But I got the Revlon Skin Lights Face Glow Illuminator. So I wanted to try that out. There used to be, Revlon used to have something else with a brush tip, and I was hoping this was similar. They got rid of it several years ago, but they've come out with Skin Lights products before, but they had something else before, but I don't know. But I'll insert a picture if I can find it of the thing that I was hoping this would be like, but it's not. They used to have a product that was amazing, and I just don't think they're ever going to come back out with it. I don't know why they ever got rid of it, but it was like before Becca had shimmering skin perfectors. It was that, only better. It was amazing, and but it had a brush tip, but I tore my brush tip off. But anyway, I also got the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and I got the shade LN3. I picked up a NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Fiji. I have the shade Punjab, which is what I normally would wear in the summer, but it's been too dark, so I went ahead and got a lighter shade. And then I couldn't remember if I showed this in my last haul. It's been sitting in here for such a long time, I do not remember. But I got a coupon from Ulta just to go pick out a free Clinique foundation. And so this is in WN04 Bone, and I haven't tried it yet, but this is what I thought would be the closest sort of shade match to me, and I haven't tried it, so we'll see. It does look a little bit dark. Yeah, look how dark that looks. So we'll see. And then the other thing I picked up was this Glass Glow Face by Kevyn Aucoin, and I got this from Sephora. And again, I was kind of hoping for that like sort of wet look. I don't know who I think I am with all of that, but if you look up close, it's like little blue glitters. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. My lighting is odd. Okay, let's try it on the hand. See if it'll pick it up that way, because I can definitely see it. Here we go. It's just little blue glitters. So I'll have to see and like kind of play around with it and see. All right, and then so I don't really shop a whole lot at Sephora anymore because I think their points system sucks, but there were a couple of things that I saw on their website that I wanted to get. And one of the main things was the Pillow Talk lip liner, and it was the lip cheat, you know, whatever. And then also the new Pillow Talk eyeliner, because it kind of had like that reddy tone to it. So here's the eyeliner, And then everybody has seen the lip liner, but I'll go ahead and show it. And actually, there is a dupe in Beauty Pie lip liners for this. So I'll show you that in an upcoming Beauty Pie video. But the Beauty Pie lip liners are super cheap, and it's an exact color and texture dupe, which leads me to believe that they use the same like factory for their stuff to be made, which the texture of their liners from Beauty Pie are actually the exact same, and like the packaging and the way all their stuff feels. So pretty sure, yeah, because their sharpeners and all that stuff are the same. So I'll probably include that in an upcoming video. But anyway, but I also wanted this, and I included this in a video, like stuff I bought because of other YouTubers. But this is the Giorgio Armani eye color. I don't know. It's in the shade 23. And I got this because of the Anna edit. And then I also picked up some lip items. There was a lip kit, like Sephora Favorites lip kit that came with 5 items. And it had a Pat McGrath full size lip balm. And I wanted to try that out. So I got this. And it was like a really good price. And it came with a sugar lip treatment, a little mini. It came with a full size Tarte in Rosé. I think this is, oh, just rose, not rosé. And it's like a tinted lip balm. It came with a Jouer essential lip enhancer, and then it also came with a Too Faced peach lip balm as well. And then I also picked up the Milk Makeup Kush lip balm because I'd heard good things about it. Or this is the Kush lip glaze. Since I purchased it though, I went and I checked today, and this has actually gone on sale. I think it's 13 instead of 18. All right, so now we're gonna get into cheek products, and I totally lied at the beginning of the video that there were no eyeshadow products because I totally forgot about this. This is the NARS Afterglow eyeshadow palette. And I got this when it first came out, and I also got the cheek palette when it came out. And I like these because I like really subtle cheek products. So I got both of those. I might maybe do a full face using them. And then I picked up this Becca Pure Pearl highlight. And this was on the site, the Ulta site, for a short period of time before it went on sale. So I'm not sure what the deal with this was. And then they also had an eyeshadow palette that went with it, and then I started seeing this, I think even at TJ Maxx really shortly after. So I'm not sure what the deal with that was, but Clinique had a 30% off sale, and I ordered 4 items from Clinique. However, with that, only 3 of the items came. The other one's still on back order. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it, but I got 3 of their cheek pop blushes. I got Cola Pop, I got Nude Pop, and I got Melon Pop. Then also Revlon switched their blushes over to be a more full pan. They used to have them to where they were kind of like a half pan situation. And I actually really like the texture of these Revlon blushes. They're really good. So I got the shade Apricot, oops, Naughty Nude, and Hot Cheeks. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you because they're actually really good. So I have Apricot, Naughty Nude, and Hot Cheeks. And then here they are on my hand. And if you can see, they kind of all have a sheen to them. And they're really pigmented, but they look like skin on the cheeks. They're really nice. And there's like a golden sort of sheen to the reddish toned one. So back to the whole Revlon Skin Lights line, I did pick up Daybreak Glimmer and the Sunlit Glow. So I got a highlighter and a bronze. So here they are. So this is the, let's see what we have. Daybreak Glimmer, and then this is the Bronze and Sunlit Glow. I played around a little bit with these. Again, I filmed one of those get ready with me's with them that I never put up. Essence has a blush out, and they have like these new blushes like this out, and this is in the shade Blooming. And then this reminds me a lot of the NARS blush and Sex Appeal, that super light peach shade that's like barely there. So you can kind of see it there, but on the cheeks it's gorgeous. Yeah, you can't see it on my hand, but on the cheeks it's really pretty. Almay came out with these Healthy Hue blushes, and the texture of these is very similar to these Clinique Pop blushes. I think the shade got ripped off when I opened it. I have no idea what these shade names are. But I got the more peachy one and then the earthy toned one. And then Holika has these jelly dough blushers. And I got grapefruit jelly, nuts jelly, and rose jelly. I'm not too thrilled with the names nuts jelly, but these are really fresh on the cheeks. So the way these work, they have like these little things like this, and you just put it in and then you bounce it onto the cheeks. And then the last thing on the complexion is I got this Milani Baked Highlighter in Dulce Perla. And here it is. So the thing that got taken off of my Ulta order at the beginning of the video was actually something by Peach and Lily. It was like their glass skin serum. And the reason I ordered it was because I had purchased this Peach and Lily Pure Beam Luxe Oil, and I've really been enjoying it. And I've been trying to use oils a little bit more at night to try to get my skin, you know, kind of more hydrated. And I've also been enjoying this Oil Ixia Potent and Precious Amazonian Cacao Facial Oil. This is, I guess, well known in the UK. I got it off of Amazon. It's kind of expensive, but there it is. And I think it's around like $75 for this. Ew. Anyway, I've purchased a ton of skincare items. I'm not gonna like go dig them all out, but I had a few handy here that I thought I would show you that were kind of worth mentioning. Before, I was using the Differin gel, and I'm still using the Differin gel, but La Roche-Posay has now come out with their Adapalene gel as well, and it's very similar, if not exactly the same. I know that Dr. Dre said that it's exactly the same, but I noticed when I started using this, my skin started reacting and peeling like more than just using the other Differin, like the actual Differin gel that I was using before. So I'm not quite sure what the difference between them is. She says they're exactly the same, but my skin was reacting like I was using retinol for the first time ever when I started using this. So I don't know. Also, I got the Effaclar Duo, the acne treatment with the benzoyl peroxide, just if I have a breakout here or there. I will say though, I don't use this all over the place. I just use it where I break out because my skin is so dry that it really does dry out the skin. And then I haven't used this yet, but this is the Ultra Soothing Repair Moisturizer by La Roche-Posay as well. I picked this up when they had a special with La Roche-Posay at Ulta. I'll go ahead and I'll show you really quick. I plan on doing a perfume collection video, but I do order fragrances blindly from Fragrance Net. And then I also sometimes get fragrances at TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna show you the ones I got at TJ Maxx. So these are the three I got at TJ Maxx online. I got Twilly by Hermes, which this is one I've been wanting for a while anyway. Just a nice classic scent. And then this one is Rhodes Clockwork, and then Lights by Rhodes. These are generally really expensive, like niche perfumes. I love the smell of this one. This one, and the bottle smells good, but once I spray it on me, it kind of goes a little bit strange. But I'm still kind of like playing around with these. Then on Fragrance Net, I got 3 of these Guerlain fragrances. These are some of my favorites that kind of have this whole bee pattern on them. But I got the Aqua Allegoria, and I think that's what they all are called. And then I got this one's the Bergamot Calabria. So some of these are unisex and some of these are more feminine. But this one, yeah, it's got the bergamot, the more orange. This one is the Rosa. I don't know. This one again it's rose, but it's like not old lady rose. It's like a nice fresh. Oh, this is like rose, like a nice crisp fresh rose. I don't know. It's just a good spring rose. And then this right here is Teezera. I don't know how you would say that, but it's like got the lightness of tea. Oh, it smells so good, but it's also a little bit creamy. So I like that. Oh, and then I also got this from there. And everybody, the reviews online was talking about like what a, look at the spray it here. Like what a sophisticated scent this was. And I'll like post like some of the reviews online here as I'm talking about it. But I got it. And to me, it just smells like 1970s old lady, but like, I don't know, like not, but like not in a bad way. It's just, I don't know. It's almost like you're being transported through time, and then, I don't know. It's so bizarre. Like I can't be mad at it, but I'm also not sure that that's what I want to smell like. And then this I got, this is Replica Under the Lemon Trees. I love Replica scents. I did not get this from Fragrance Net though, but I've been wanting this scent, and so I finally picked it up. This was like my spring, on my spring scent list that I had been wanting. So also I picked up this Dolce & Gabbana, and this is their number 3. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but this smell reminds me of a more sophisticated Love Spell by Victoria's Secret. Like if you wanted it to smell a little bit more grown up and you wanted it to last longer, that's what this smells like. So anyway, yeah, I got this on Fragrance Net as well. It smells really good though, but it's like bringing me back to like the locker room in junior high. But yeah, anyway, that's everything I've picked up recently. I'm done shopping for a while. I'm going to use what I have. If you guys have any requests of videos using any of the stuff, any reviews for anything, let me know, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.